Hey Big Joel, this video is specifically for you. It's going to generally be about small YouTube culture, but it's not going to be about Verona or anything that you've spoken about previously. We'll talk about Brené Brown, Fururama, Aristotle, and it's all going to build up to one really big punchline. So anyways, Aristotle has this concept of, I know, Aristotle, shut up, I'm teaching you something. Aristotle has this concept of flourishing. That is to say, the highest human state is that of growth. In achieving high happiness, there are virtues and vices. Through good actions, that is, actions that attempt to balance our virtuousness, we reach a state of flourishing. Aristotle is more hands-on. We do good actions that lead us to being good people, and then through that, we flourish. We grow, we change. It is to my personal understanding that not only is flourishing a human's highest state, but that it's actually its only and inevitable state. That a human, against its will grow and flourish. The universe wants it to happen. This is to say that the universe can't be all knowable. We can't know everything about the universe. If the universe was simple enough to be completely known, we would be too simple to understand it. There's an episode of Fururama where Bender talks to God and then becomes God, and literally the last thing that happens in that episode is God kind of just sums up the moral of the story. Let me just play that.
When you do things right, people won't be sure you've done anything at all.
Okay, so why do I think that a human's natural state is that of flourishing, instead of something that humans are supposed to work towards? Back over in the good place, when they actually make it to the good place, they meet Hypatia of Alexandria, and she's literally a mush person. She has all of her desires and she's all of her needs and wants met, and so she just kind of puts thinking on the back burner until it just slowly boils away. And then they talk a lot and they fix heaven or whatever, but the thing I want to focus on is the second law of thermodynamics. So entropy is this thing that happens, and all high energy things want to reach a state of a lower energy. More than that, they want to reach equilibrium. What is a surefire way for a person to reach equilibrium without killing them off? Make them a mush person. The dots are connecting. So this is the crux of my grand conspiracy. The universe can't kill you off outright because that would be too suspicious. And so instead, it just coaxes you into killing yourself with kindness. I feel like I'm going to promote this on the ISTP subreddit because it's only really ISTPs that are going to get the conspiratorial vision of what I'm trying to push. I have a conspiracy theory. The universe is actually kind and forgiving. It's not actually supposed to be this bad. Things are supposed to be nice. So anyways, Brené Brown wrote a really, really good book, and it was a book that was so good that she was able to afford writing a second book called The Atlas to the Heart. An Atlas to the Heart? Oh, no, Atlas of the Heart. Damn it. It was right behind me. This book has cracked my brain ussy open, and this is specifically because I did not have the vocabulary in order to understand emotions in general, and so reading that book just by itself has completely revolutionized my worldview. I had emotional intelligence. I was able to coordinate around people. I consider myself persuasive. I consider myself sociable, but I didn't actually have the language to understand my own emotions until I read this black book. She has a whole section in there about envy, and if you asked me to quote it, I would not be able to. It essentially tells me that I am missing something. When I see somebody have something else that I want, my first thought shouldn't be, how dare they have something? My first thought should be to check in with myself and go, what do I need? What do I want? Why are those two different things? And why do I not allow myself to need the things that I want? I know, isn't that fucking delusional? I am, and I have always been, envious of your YouTube channel. But it runs deeper than that. Here's the setup to the punchline. I was your 300th subscriber. I found your content on YouTubers. Before I deleted this channel and remade it, I left a comment on this video of yours. It was either a general placid compliment about like, oh, the video essay style, I really like your tone. Or I think it was actually a comment on your thumbnail. I don't know why, but for some reason this YouTube thumbnail just wasn't doing it for me. I was like, how is this thumbnail ever gonna get the clicks? So now that video has 700,000 views. Immediate mental vertigo. I just don't get how you got there. So since you're clearly the successful one in this conversation, here's the punchline. I've been working on my YouTube thumbnails as of recent. The first video that I posted, I believe, has a really bad thumbnail, and yet for some reason it has over 100 views. And the second video that I posted, I believe, more represents my thumbnail style. It more represents my YouTube channel style, and it represents how I want my thumbnails to look. So I would really appreciate your expert opinion on this. I'm currently designing the thumbnail to this video. Is this good? Yes, I'm proud of myself. Shut up.